Our guest today became a household name more than 20 years ago as one member of the biggest-selling girl band of the noughties, releasing bangers like these. The pressures of performing left Ashley Roberts exhausted and burnt out. However, through the power of breathwork, she says she's now more in sync with her body than ever before. So here to tell us more, please welcome Ashley.
Thank you.
Oh my God. Because you two work together, don't you?
Yeah.
Early mornings.
We do early mornings. Linda, I knew back in the jungle.
We were in the jungle together.
Yeah, way back in the day.
A long time ago.
Well, they speak very highly of you and just how lovely you are. So it's such a joy to have you on with us. When you look at those videos from back in the day, honestly, all of us were like dancing along, and it brought back so many memories for us. And it must have been such a roller coaster for you, but had some huge highs and some huge lows, didn't it?
Yeah, she was a ride. She was a ride for sure. Yeah, lots going on. It is, I mean, it's nice to see those music videos. I haven't seen them in a while. I'm like, oh, look at that. That was happening back in the day.
Can you still
do a
dance
few
like
of them?
that?
Yeah.
She dances every day at heart. She's so good. She gets everyone up. We all have to do the TikToks and all of this. She's brilliant.
Yeah, it's good to keep dancing a little bit, isn't it?
Yeah. But that level is such hard work, isn't it? It's almost like being an athlete, the way that you to keep up that level of dance and travel and all of that. You didn't at that time have breathwork on your side.
No.
That came later.
Yeah.
But you know, living with stress and that sort of pressure can actually make you feel quite ill after a while, right?
Yeah, I think, you know, it was a lot. It was also a different time. Like, we have so many different conversations that we're having now, like even today, just sitting and talking about this. But, I mean, back then, it was just like, you got on the horse, saddle up, and let's go. You know, we're going for the ride.
No complaining, just get on with it.
No,
You're so lucky.
And I think also, like, growing up and dancing the way that I did as well, like, being in competitions and stuff, I sort of was like, well, the show must go on. That was a bit instilled in myself already.
Yeah.
But yeah, it did take its toll over time. You know, it was a hard sketch to keep up with. That's
So
for sure.
how does breathwork come into your life now? How did you discover it? What is this?
Cal, okay, let me tell you this. It's kind of like a little eat, pray, love sort of story. So I found this retreat in Bali.
Right.
And I was living in Notting Hill. I was feeling a bit lost at the time.
Blimey, this really is eat, pray, love.
I know, legit, right? I know, I have my own rom-com. And anyways, I just signed up for it. It was really expensive, and I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna go. Went by myself to Bali, 12 days, no cell phone, no technology, so complete digital detox. Got some amazing people to speak about life and tools. And they're like, and by the way, in between all that, you're gonna be doing some breathwork stuff. And I was like, cool, yeah, what? I'm here for the ride. And I remember being like, whoa, like this is the most relaxed and connected to myself that I've felt in so long. And
Because a lot had been going on in your life, obviously, you know, coming out, you know, the band finishing, and in subsequent years, you also lost your father. So you, in so many different ways, you needed techniques to be able to emotionally deal with that and cope with that. And that's part of the reason why breathwork has been so precious to you.
Yeah, transformative and so precious. And that's why I want to share it, because the human experience is tricky, right? None of us get out unscathed. And sometimes it's tough and it smacks you around a little bit. And this is the most personal I've been within this book, because I wanted to share my story and how that has affected my nervous system, my overactive mind.
Because you had an acupuncturist that said something that I really like. I'm really into holistic medicine and everything. You can't separate the mind and body, can you? If things are going crazy here,
yeah, we
you
store
get on well. And what was it your acupuncturist said to you?
So at one point, I had eczema across my legs, shingles across my face, and an ulcer.
God. And the ulcer too.
God.
That's so old-fashioned.
What's old-fashioned?
I imagine you being like that stressed out.
Yeah, you know, and I went to this acupuncturist, and she goes, if you don't scream, your body's going to scream for you. You know, it's going to find a way to get out. And so when I found...
There's so much stress in daily life, and your schedule's crazy, which, you know, happens to a lot of us. I mean, you know, a lot of the ladies in the audience are nodding along to it. We have so much in our daily lives, and we just get on with it. Even if we don't sleep well, even if we're not eating well, even if we're not looking after ourselves, we still got to get up and get on with the day. We don't necessarily realise how much that is impacting our body.
This is it, 100%. And then all of a sudden it catches up to you, and you're like, oh, wait a second, maybe I should have taken a pause and done something like breath work or whatever it is, you know, go for a walk, have a dance.
Well, we sometimes have to get up, well, you have to get up early every day. So I get this thing where I lie in bed and if I know I'm doing the morning show, I'm like, go to sleep, go to sleep, go to... And I get so anxious.
Yeah.
And sleep is so important to all of us. Like, is breath work good to put yourself to sleep, to relax you? How do we do this?
So the people that know me best know I've struggled with sleep for most of my life. Since I was 14, I had a really bad episode. And so this is something, yes, that can help you. Also, routine. As much as I thought routine was boring, I was like, I don't want to go to bed early. I want to stay up, watch my Netflix. I want to, like, do whatever, you know. And when I started implementing routine, my body was starting to get to know, like, okay, this is time to go to sleep. Like, this is... And for me, I really needed that. I mean, some people can hit the pillow and they're like, they're out. And I'm like, I love that for you. That's great. But for me, these exercises calm down the nervous system, calm down my mind that is always going a bit crazy.
Do you guys want to try it?
Yeah.
It's just because... Just because, like, you know, I know you went on this beautiful holiday in Bali, but not everyone's able to do that.
Right.
And I know that you work with experts in order to be able to write this book. So, you know, a lot of parents will be watching us who are either about to enter school holidays or already in school holidays and 8 weeks with your children, 6 weeks with your children, who may need moments of calm.
And the thing is, what I would say is, because I am a breathwork addict now, and I was one of those, I don't want to breathe, it's boring. I want to do the yoga, like, why do we have to do the breathing? I cannot tell you how powerful it is. If somebody had told me 20 years ago, I'd be talking like this about, like, really powerful. Yeah. For anxiety, for low mood, you can... I mean, even just before the trailer here, I was just using it because I suddenly got a bit, like, all over the place. So if you try... But what the problem is with a lot of Brits, right, we don't like making a sound when we're breathing.
We want you to be noisy today. Ladies and gents, be noisy.
We're shy. I think we're shy.
But you see, this is backed up by science because, you know, it's proven that studies have validated the role of breathwork in reducing stress and anxiety by influencing our cortisol levels.
Yes.
So, Ashley, you can do three bits with us.
And honestly, I am sharing this with you because of how much it's helped me. And I hope that if you...
And I'll back her up on that.
Okay, thanks. Okay, so I got a few. We're not going to be shy on this one. This is called Lion's Breath, and it's fun.
This is a biggie.
I've got Lion's Breath.
So you might have done this in yoga if you've tried yoga before,
so
but you put your hand on your belly just so you can feel the inhale through the nose. Feel that expansion. Then as you exhale, stick out your tongue. Again, inhale through the nose.
How do you feel?
Again.
I've got a face.
Everyone's giggling.
Have you got one more? Have you got one more for us?
I've got several. I got loads.
Have you got one more that you squeeze in for us?
Okay, what can we do? We can do... Do you want to do Lion's Breath? Lion's Breath's hard to teach.
Isn't that yoga?
Something quite easy, because we've got lots of people at home that will also want to be doing it. So
okay, so we can hum like a hun. I kind of nicknamed that, by the way. So basically, what you want to do is extend your exhale, because that's how you're going to stimulate that part of the nervous system that tells you to relax. So humming's great, because you get an extended exhale. So you get an inhale through the mouth, and then just hum out.
The lady green at the front is actually killing herself laughing. Take this seriously, we're in class. Thank you so much, honestly.
Linda's still going. She got a good
if we keep practicing that, I think we underestimate just how important and impactful doing breath work can be. But look, breath work by you, Ashley Roberts, is out today.
Audiobook as well. An audiobook where I speak out some of the exercises.
That's what you're going to do, actually. If you do it on the audiobook, you can actually hear how they sound. So, Ash, thank you so much for coming in to talk to us about it.
Thank you.
And I really hope lots of you at home were taking part in that and continue that for the rest of the day.